In a series of videos, we are learning HTTP client module. So far, we have set up the backend service using JSON server, and in the front end, we have created the Angular application and we included HTTP client module. In this video, we will implement the code that displays the list of countries. I have completed necessary coding to display the list of countries based on the data obtained from JSON server. In the browser, we can see the page that displays the countries. In each line, we can see the country name with its respective country code in brackets. I will now walk through all the coding that is completed to display the countries. A new component named list is created to display the list of countries. Under app folder, we can see the folder for list component and its files. In app-routing.module.ts, a new route is defined for list component, and in the next line, the list component is defined as the default component to be displayed. In app.component.html, the router outlet directive is included so that a component can be dynamically displayed based on the current active route. Now I will list out the changes done in list component to display the countries. In the list component class, countries property is included to contain the countries array returned by the backend service. In the list component class constructor, the HTTP client service is injected with the property name as HTTP. In the ng-on-init function of the list component class, this line makes the backend call, gets the country's data from backend service and assigns it to the country's property. In the template code of list component, these lines are included to display the countries list. This line represents the page heading. Next, we have an ordered list tag. Then within the ordered list tag, we have list items repeated using ng for directive, which iterates through the country's property and displays the country code and name using interpolation. These are the steps required to display the country list. Let me summarize the steps to be implemented. Create list component using this command. Include these route definitions in app-routing.module.ts. Clear the code generated in app.component.html and include this router outlet tag. In list component class, include countries property, then inject HTTP client and include this line within ng-on-init function. The HTTP client class has to be imported from @angular/common/http folder. In list component template, include these lines. After all these changes, ensure that JSON server is running and the Angular application is started using ngserve command. Then check if countries are listed in the browser when accessing localhost :4200. In the next series of videos, I will explain about the coding implemented in this video.